The spot is Sudbury's only supervised consumption site. We've been open since September the 28th, 2022. This is a safe place for people who use drugs. This is a place where people can access other services. This is a place where people are cared for and respected and treated with the dignity that they deserve. We accept people for exactly where they're at. Kind of the rallying cry of harm reduction is we meet people where they're at, and this site is no different. People who use drugs are going to trust other people who use drugs to know that this place is safe and that they're going to have a good experience here. So word of mouth is really how people find out about the space. They arrive at the site, they walk through the front door, they're greeted usually by a harm reduction worker who then asks, what do you need today? What can I do for you? And if the person identifies, oh, I'm here to use the room, we say, okay, great, come on in. They sit down and do a very brief intake. After the intake is done, the person is walked into the room. They take whichever booth is free or whichever booth they choose. They're offered sterile injection supplies, a steri cup or a cooker as it's more commonly known, sterile water, a tourniquet, and then asked if they want a long tip syringe or a short tip syringe. They consume whatever substance they're consuming. The staff that's in the room isn't hovering over anyone, but we are here to offer support like vein finding, or someone just wants to chit chat because this is a very social environment. These very casual conversations often turn into, oh, you know, I had this experience the other day, or I just lost my housing, or my bag got stolen, my ID was in it, and then when the person is done consuming in here, they go over into the aftercare space, and then whoever's working in the aftercare space can then help connect people with other services should they so choose. The consumption site is absolutely a place where community is built. Not just community between people who access services and workers, but also community built between people who use drugs who bump into their friends in the aftercare space, and they sit down and can provide this really beautiful peer support to one another that happens so organically and is such an incredible thing to see. It's very heartwarming, for lack of a better word. Since the consumption site has been open, there are absolutely people who have walked through our door, consumed, and then experienced a drug poisoning episode. Some of these individuals would not be walking this earth today if they had chosen to use alone or chosen to use in an environment where there wasn't naloxone and people trained on how to use it. That in and of itself makes this place worth it. If there was one drug poisoning that had been reversed, it's not just about that one individual, it's about the connection that that individual has to their family, has to their community, has to their friends, etc.